Hey everyone, welcome to Logan's Mosh Pit. Glad to have you here. Today we're going to do another episode of the Setlist Snubs series. In this series, we're going to take a look at a handful of songs from a particular band that don't get played live very much. However, I'm going to give you some reasons why I feel like these underrated songs actually deserve to get played live more often than they do. If there's a specific band you guys want me to talk about in a future episode of this series, please let me know in the comment section down below. Leave your feedback, I'll check it, and we'll go from there. So today we're going to talk about the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Some songs they don't perform live that much. Before we do that though, I want to just give you guys a quick reminder in general, like we do every time, some reasons why all bands, not just the Chili Peppers, decide not to perform certain songs live. Some of the reasons for that. The first reason is that casual fans, most of the time, are mainly interested in the most popular songs that a band puts out. Those are the songs they look forward to hearing the most at concerts, or songs that they've heard on the radio over and over. In the Red Hot Chili Peppers case, you have songs like Under the Bridge, Other Side, Californication, Scar Tissue, Give It Away. Songs that even casual Chili Peppers fans know very well. That's not even all the most popular songs, because the Chili Peppers have released a lot of songs over the years, but those are some of the main songs that always appear on the set list. So the next reason is that there's a lot of pressure coming from both the fans and even the fellow band members. Some tension within the band to play the biggest hits live. The reason why they do that is they want to keep the fans happy. They want the fans to leave the concert satisfied. If they leave the concert satisfied, then they're more likely to come back to another show in the tour. So the next reason is that songs that come off of lesser known albums, or flop albums if you want to call them flop albums. The flop album songs tend to get played less often because the fans won't receive them as warmly. They won't get as excited about those songs. So for the Chili Peppers, their self-titled album, The Getaway and I'm With You, those are albums that didn't sell as many copies, so chances are you're probably not going to hear hardly any songs off those albums, even though there's a few good songs from those albums. So the next reason is that in certain cases a band shows animosity toward a certain song, so they intentionally choose not to play it. They do everything they can to avoid playing that song unless they absolutely have to. So the fifth and final reason why some songs don't get played live and some do is that the amount of casual fans in the music industry always outnumbers the amount of hardcore fans out there. It's the way it always will be. So the casual fan's voice will be heard much louder compared to the hardcore fan. Bands are going to listen to what the casual fans say. They're going to play the songs that the casual fans demand, whether it's right or wrong. So now let's move on to some statistics about the Chili Peppers. I visited this website called Setlist.fm. By the way, I'll leave a link to Setlist.fm in the description so you can check it out. So Setlist.fm, basically if you go to Google and then type in the band's name and then tour statistics right after it, then click on the very first result, it'll take you to a long list of songs that the band has performed live and tell you exactly how many times that song has been performed live, going down the list from most played to least played. You can also get some information about tours that they've been on, or albums they've released, whatever you want to know. So it's a great resource. So when I went to Setlist.fm and checked out the Chili Peppers resume, it said that the Chili Peppers have been on tour since 1983. It's hard to believe. Their most played live song over the years has been Give It Away. Give It Away, according to this website, has been played 947 times. To put that in perspective, this might make more sense. Imagine you listen to Give It Away non-stop, all day long, without any breaks at all. You just kept listening to that song on repeat over and over. If you did that, it would take you almost 3 days. Not quite 3 days, but almost 3 days to finish listening to that song 947 times. So just in case you guys are curious, I know we're a few episodes into this series and I haven't really explained how I get that result, how I make those calculations, but I'm going to do it real quick now in case you guys ever want to do this on your own, all the math geeks out there. Basically, how I figure out that result, the 3 days number, I just convert the length of a song to seconds, and then what I do is I multiply that by the number of times it has been played live. So I converted Give It Away to seconds, and then multiplied it by 947, which gave the total amount of seconds that song has been played. And then you go into Google, you type in the answer that you got for number of seconds, and then convert that to days, and it'll come up like 2 point ... I just round to the nearest day. So that's how I get those results, in case you were curious. So anyway, without further ado, now that we've gone over the statistics about their various songs, let's get into the actual underrated songs themselves. You can call them the mild songs if you want. Not the red hot songs, the mild songs. So, I tried to pick a variety of songs. Not all of them are off the same album. Wanted to try to give as many albums a chance as I could. 3 of them are off the same album, but I couldn't help it. That was as diverse as I could get. So, let's get started with the first underrated song. By the way, I'm going to leave a link in the description to all the underrated songs that we're going to talk about, or the mild songs, if you want me to call it that. I'm going to leave a link in the description to all those songs down there as well. If you want to check them out, listen to them for yourself. So let's get started with the first underrated song. These are all listed in descending order, from most played live to least played live, just like the website. So starting off with the Zephyrs song. Absolutely marvelous track off the By the Way album. This song has been performed live 179 times, which seems like a big number, but compared to Give It Away, this song has just been played 19% of the time. So about 1 in 5 concerts you would hear this song. Not much. Gives you some of that splendid rhyming the Chili Peppers have become famous for. One of the things that attracts me to the most to the Chili Peppers is the way they rhyme words. That rapid rhyme scheme they use. Kind of their signature thing. It's amazing how easily they can rhyme words. Like, before you even have time to think about it, it's just boom, 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 boom. In this song, you have fortune teller, then propeller, stellar, smeller. I mean, it's crazy how creative they get with these lyrics. So, that quick rhyming scheme they use in the Zephyr song makes this song very appealing. Makes the song flow more fun to listen to. Also, when you listen to the Zephyr song, you'll notice that Anthony's voice sounds spectacular. He went above and beyond here. Of course, John Frusciante one of my biggest inspirations. He gives a nice solo in there as well. Backing vocals are also pleasant to hear. They contribute some to the song. This is one of those songs that puts you in a better mood after you listen to it, so I would highly recommend the Zephyr song. I wish you could hear it live more often from the Chili Peppers. Maybe they will. You never know, they might watch this video and change their mind. So now let's move on to the next song. This song is called Get On Top from the Californication album. This song has just been played live 40 times, so even less than the first song. This song was pretty much night and day compared to the Zephyr song. Completely different atmosphere. You start off right away, kicks off with a gnarly riff from Frusciante, doing what he does best. You can tell right away it's a more daring track compared to the previous track. So you also have some signature in-your-face delivery of the lyrics retained here. You still get that, which is great. This song has some layering of vocals, which sounds awesome. I think that makes the song sound even better when you have certain phrases repeated throughout the song over top of the verses. You might be familiar with this song, you might not. I actually listened to this for the first time yesterday. I couldn't believe how good it was. You gotta listen to it at least once. If you're obsessed with the Chili Peppers, even if you're just a casual fan, I think you'll really like this track. It packs so much energy into this short time frame. It's just over 3 minutes, but it feels like a marathon of a song. So let's move on to the next song. The next 3 songs will be off the same album, Stadium Arcadium, my personal favorite Chili Peppers album. So from that album, the first song we're going to talk about is Strip My Mind. Strip My Mind might be my favorite out of all the songs we're going to talk about today. It has been played live 29 times, which is a shame. Lengthier compared to the other tracks. Much longer, but still a major highlight from this album. Not all fans realize it, though. The vocals are more drawn out. Anthony stretches out the last word of a sentence. Takes the end of the line, then stretches it out. You also got some whoa, 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 yeah, thrown in there. So this song might be my favorite out of the collection. Comes across as pretty much a tortured or begging type of message they're trying to convey here with the lyrics. Always kind of puzzling, trying to figure out what the Chili Peppers are talking about. That's what I get from the song anyway when I heard it. Kind of this desperation hidden beneath those lyrics. Could be a warning about some type of apocalyptic world that we're heading toward in the not in the not too distant future. Trying to raise awareness about that. The solo is stunning, as you would expect. John Frusciante nailed it again. I feel like John Frusciante and Tom Morello are probably the best when it comes to guitar effects. They take things to a whole new level, blow your mind with what they're able to accomplish with their equipment. They take full advantage of their gear. They push it to its limits. Give the fans something to be proud of. So it's just too bad this song gets pushed under the rug so much. It's barely been played live at all, which I think is a huge mistake. I think this song deserves a chance. If any song does, this song does. So now let's move on to the next track, Slow Cheetah, also from Stadium Arcadium. I was scrolling down the list on setlist.fm. Wait, okay, where's Slow Cheetah? Where's Slow Cheetah? Has to be on here, right? It wasn't on the list. Slow Cheetah has not been performed live at all. Not once. I don't get it. Because it's such a beautiful song. You just have to listen to it once to realize how extraordinary it really is. It truly delivers. Starts off pretty bare bones in the verses, but then once you get to the chorus, everything completely changes. The song grows into something more powerful, more intimidating. It resembles, like the title suggested, cheetah lying in wait, waiting for an opportunity to lash out against a predator, waiting for the perfect moment to strike in the verses. Then all of a sudden, once you reach the chorus, it feels like the cheetah just pounces on the prey, takes it down. So the lyrics connect deeper in this song, at least in my opinion, because the lyrics are so vivid. They're loud, they overshadow the instruments. That might have been an intentional decision. It just makes you pay more attention to the lyrics because the lyrics are front and center in this song. So everything else, though, supports the lyrics. This song isn't lacking in anything. To be honest, there's not much to complain about. The last minute of the song is interesting because the last minute actually doesn't have any vocals at all, just the instruments swelling up in the background. So that was an interesting choice. I think that gives you some time to just reflect on the song, digest what you heard. Gives you an opportunity to process the lyrics, think about what they mean. So I'm grateful that song ended that way. So finally, let's get to the last track, underrated track, that we're going to discuss today. My fifth and final choice, also from City Arcadium, is Turn It Again. I couldn't leave this song out. Had to put it on here. Couldn't resist. Turn It Again has also been played 0 times. Another disappointment. I love everything about this song. There's no major complaints from me here. This song, you know, the lyrics, the drums, the bass, the guitar, the backing vocals, all of it just goes together so well. It's perfect. So it pulls you in so many different directions. When you listen to this song, you're not sure which way to go. You're not sure what to do. You just have to let it happen. The song feels like a confusing mesh, all trying to make sense of it, but not being able to. There's a lot going on here. It's a sweet song overall. I mean, by the end, it feels like you gotta take a break after you listen to this song. It's a little on the lengthy side, but still great. You just have to take out your earbuds, relax, and kind of let the song sink in. Like, you're so overwhelmed by everything that happens, you gotta let it sink in. Man, you just gotta take a second to think about what you heard. It's hard to even describe this song. It's just a lot packed in. There's nothing I can complain about with Turn It Again. It's a keeper as far as Chili Pepper songs go. So that's all I have for you guys. That does it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Until then, rock on.